Yeah, fellas, welcome to the show. Excuse me, I'm actually listening to some a video by Booker T. Washington or Booker T. Coleman, "The Moors After Spain," Part 1. Okay, let's go over some of the comments that came in under the bell. That means I won't be able to read the entire comments, but we'll get through some of them. Cardell says, "The Real Men's Channel always knew MGTOW movement sucks. There's a lot of weak and needy males like Howard Dare." I don't know who he is, but if he's MGTOW, you're right. "Black idiots who join this weak movement. MGTOW sucks." Amstown, "Laugh my ass off. Supreme kills me when he mimics the nerd troll voice." "Hey, it's a black guy. Honestly, I like your videos. Thanks, there, brother. Especially about the Moors. I never knew who they were until a movie called The Black Knight came out. I remember that. I saw that. Comedy with Martin Lawrence. And The Wild Wild West. Will Smith. Yeah, I saw both of those. But I don't remember the concept of Moor being in Wild Wild West one, though. But I'm sure it was. I just don't remember it." A. Murray, under my proof of game video. "Great video, well-received information." Good. The information I want to get across to you is some idea of when you start listening to these people's channels, because I know a lot of you guys, you float around here and there. Make sure that motherfucker can prove his game. Ask him, can you prove your game the way Player Supreme does? If they can't, those are some con-ass motherfuckers. Okay? When you're inexperienced, con men's game will sound good to your mind. It's because you don't have the ability to see real game. Sylvester White, "Supreme, I've learned a lot of times women who my manhood are very feminine, very attractive women, work in progress." I think it would say who feel my manhood are very feminine. Yeah, I agree with that too. And he also said to my proof of game, yeah, that's proof. I'm the one that started Show Your Proof of Game back in 2002. I started showing my proof of game. That's why my photos look so grainy. It was with an old non-HD webcam. And as you guys can see by the photos, it's the same fucking webcam. Someone made a comment about that. In fact, the next comment was the One Man 99 comment, "The Legend of the Door." Yes, the Legend of the Door. As I've showed, I was looking to show you proof. That's really my house. I've shown you that same fucking doorway in lots of my photos. Just in case anybody would want to come in and try to say, "That's not your place." The Truth Hurts commented, "If you had a threesome with Craig," I didn't have threesomes with Craig, "we toss bitches. You ever seen the internet porn where you get the porn where you get a bunch of guys around a female and they fuck her? I always went first. We always use a condom also." Okay. With Craig, who was likely was having down low sex. Actually, he wasn't at the time, but he did later on. And that was after we only did that 3 times. Way before you noticed it. Could it be possible that he transferred the big IT, the big it, to you? Go get tested, man. This could be the source of whatever. Let me go to the comment and finish this. This fellow must be new to the channel. He's using a brand new screen name. Source of your cough. Well, as I explained to you fellas, if you go get my past shows episodes, you'll notice that my voice way back in 2005, 2006 was getting raspy. And then I began to start coughing back in 2007, 2008, 2009. I had the blowout in 2000, and it's now 2007. So I had the blowout when I was 50. I think it was 2010. Because in this house here, listen, The Truth Hurts. In this house here, I'm allergic to mold, okay? Once I was sick for over a month, it's when my woman came in and she opened up my bedroom window because I put a blanket on it. And behind the window, because I had the heat up, was mold inside the window there, the frame. She cleaned that out with alcohol, and I was better within 2 days. I've been sick for a month. That's when I learned that I'm allergic to mold. Okay, in this house, listen, in this house, I finally figured out that it's actually coming from the house. I had crisis because I had a studio where I did weight training for my clients. Are you listening? The people that owned the building offered me some hardwood flooring for my home. You see I have hardwood floor here, but it's not the flooring that I got. They gave me flooring at the office that was in front of me that had mold damage. I picked up the first load, put it in my truck, no problems. Pick up the second load, put it in my truck, no problems. Third load, suddenly had pain in my lungs, not in my chest. It was not my heart. It was in my bronchial tubes. Are you listening? In my bronchial tubes. I had inhaled fresh mold from the fucking flooring, but it was built up over time in this house here. How do I know that? How do I know that? Because we had Sears come out and check the system for mold, and they found mold all through the system and inside the HVAC. That means heater and air conditioning unit, HVAC unit up on the roof. Okay? So I was poisoning myself, ruining my immune system over a long period of time. Then I had the crisis event when I got a fresh injection of mold. That's when I got sick. Now the cough came this year when I got a cold. But because my immune system has been compromised, it's harder for me to get over colds. Do you understand? I'm not sure if you understand what I'm saying. Let me know if you understand. The truth hurts. I have been to 5 or 6 specialists looking at my lungs. I even had the dye injected into me. And I had to do these exercises like blow out and hold it. So they actually didn't find damage in my lungs. That's the mystery. But yet still, when I do something, my lungs go into that pain. Not the lungs, excuse me. The bronchial tubes. Look up bronchial tubes. They go into pain. And I end up vomiting. I try to tell them I've been exposed to mold. They don't want to listen to me. All those specialists, they don't want to, well, the ones when I finally realized it, and I told them that, they didn't want to get involved. So they thought I wanted to sue. Jovita's family owns this house. I don't want to sue her family. So, again, the cough came this year. Although Jovita said, I've always had a cough, even when I met her. I live downtown. Downtown is notorious for having black mold in the buildings. And they got to come out and clean it all out. I had black mold in my apartment because I would turn that heater up. And I had a blanket over my window. My bedroom was like a cave because I had girls coming in the middle of the day to have sex. I liked a bedroom to be dark with just, barely enough light. Now do you understand? I've already had my blood checked. I've had my lungs checked. I had my heart checked. They injected the dye. They looked at my heart. They found a little bit of calcium deposit in the heart because I haven't been able to teach aerobics anymore. Well, actually, I stopped after my little brother died, but I was still doing cardio back then. I was actually going taking other people's classes. I dropped way down to the bottom basement of aerobics and was doing that jazzercise stuff for a while. But I kept getting sicker and sicker, which I've got to check to make sure I'm not still paying for that. Because it's been a long time since I've been there. Anyways, so now that you know, and you guys have noticed I haven't coughed in quite a while, and also I don't really vomit. I've been taking Benadryl and antihistamine. That's what was causing me to vomit, because I was swallowing mucus in the back of my throat. So it built up. And I looked up, a ton of people are having the same symptoms. They're throwing up mucus. Google it. I thought it was just me. So, now that we've answered that bullshit, Don Alfonso says, after today's show, Supreme, you're making complete sentence. You mean sense, Don. I will stop half-stepping. I will just stop. Good. Joe Deuce, cream pies will be costly? Okay, I'll keep an eye on this guy. He sounds like a weirdo. Cream pies. Is that when, from the porn stuff where they let the jizz leak out of women? Isn't that called a cream pie, fellas? Let me know. I don't really follow a lot of porn stuff. I told the truth hurts, but nice try. I saw it was a brand new account, so I figured he was just trying to make a dig. He may not have been, but I saw the brand new account, nothing on it, so that to me says troll. But it might be a fellow that actually was concerned. Again, as I said, I got tired of being Craig's pimp. He learned to get females by himself. I taught him how to fuck. I taught him how to get females. And as for those tossing bitches, I would fuck the girl and I'd walk out the room and he would come in. Only the first time we both were in the bed with the bitch, tossing her. Well, I tossed her, and then I had her. She bent over, and dumbass stuck it up the wrong hole. Here's a black guy. I think we should come to realization to not really give a fuck what these revisionist history and science think. I certainly don't anymore, especially arguing with them. Not from me anymore. And I agree with that. Although I still like to go in and blast them with some real truth that they can't refute. Every time, they always come back with just words. No proof. I show them proof. Here's photos of what the Moors actually look like. Here's a video of the photos. And I show them other proof. They have nothing. Unfortunately, these white supremacists, they live in a box. In fact, Americans in general, the education is in a box. And I think outside of the box. So what I want them to do is try to wake up and get out of the box. And when they get out of the box, they'll be able to see things clearly. But unfortunately, because of white supremacy, like when they went back and the iconoclast period, where they had like Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and several other famous paintings, go over and repaint the biblical characters as being white. I don't know if you white folks knew that or not. It's called the iconoclast period. I was looking at that Trump live video feed earlier today, and they were showing the walls. They're showing all these, white angelic people up there. I'm sorry, there were no white people in East Africa, what the English renamed as the Middle East. I'm going to call it East Africa. There were no white people in East Africa. The climate did not suit you if you're white, okay? Your ancestors redid everything in your image. So I saw these, white angelic paintings in the Vatican, and I just shook my head. Hates Black Guy, Piltdown Man, Part 2, I agree. I put out a video talking about Hates Black Guy. Showed me a link to an article. It was actually just an article written by a woman. Not to put woman down, but she's doing what she's told to do. Yahoo is notorious for showing white supremacy agendas. Okay? And they found the bones of an ape with teeth similar to a fucking human. 7 million years old. And they show the face of the ape. An ape! And they want to try to rearrange history. I'm sorry. But this is where we got to go to the blood, genetics, when they try shit like that. DNA proves that life began, human life, that's us. Human life began in Africa. If you're white and you don't like that, too bad. Get over it. The things we don't like, we got to get over it, right? So don't be snowflakes and sensitive and all that shit. I know someone thumbed that video down. Always some sensitive snowflake dude. That's my new word for the day. Shadow Cody says, Real Men's Channel, good one. 2 balls, 1 man. Laughed my ass off. My second proof video. I know who you're talking about. I didn't know his wife was fat. I believe that's why he doesn't show her. But it's funny how he talks about not liking fat chicks. Always wondered why he never showed her. I love how you keep it real. I like to look at people and I analyze their game. And I talked about this brother in the video, or maybe my podcast show. I was looking at this particular person does this radio show. In fact, I just canceled mine. I forgot I'd signed up to do Blog Talk Radio, and I never used it. It's paying for the damn thing. I just never. I didn't want to go through the learning curve, and I don't want to deal with phone calls. I'd rather talk to people face to face. Anyway, he does a clever box. His video, Blog Talk Video, is the center. Off the side is a lot of porn stuff and his own videos. And he was interviewing these. When I went to the clubs, they always had these girls that come into the clubs representing different drinks. So these girls are representing these drinks. They're paid pretty girls. They're paid to be there. And he was dipping and laughing and shucking and jiving and and putting the mic in and look at the camera. And I'm like, this mother ain't got no game. Interviewing these girls ain't no game. I was like, what the fuck? Dipping and skinning and grinning? What the fuck? I'm not going to mention the name. And I say 2 balls, don't mention the name. Jansen, U.S. ad. He also says they put a homosexual ad on before this video. Great. I'm not in charge of the video. At least they're still putting videos on or ads on my videos. Joe Green. I thought Player Supreme was married. Joe Green? Green? Seriously? I have a girlfriend who's here right now. KR. Who's Pastor P? Also, that is real proof right there. Remember, that Pastor P guy is full of garbage. That's why I started making my proof of game videos. I started because of Bangura. Bangura asked me about this fella, and under his video, I saw this guy that I used to know, his video, and I've been looking at a lot of different people's videos, and I realized, fuck, these guys don't really have game. It takes game to see game, so I see the game that this one particular person is using on people. I see how he deflects and uses his show to prop himself up and make fun of people who have questions and put them down and shit like that. And I guess that's game though. His game is fooling other desperate dudes. So that is some game. But game with females, he has not. And as you see my proof of game, so I have game. I have serious game. And this motherfucker ain't got no game with women. In fact, a lot of these guys I've been looking at have no game with females. So I always try to analyze, okay, what's the secret of their game? What are they using? Like I did with Mystery. Mystery was real tall. He painted his nails black. He was a magician. And he also only worked the Hollywood set. But he also took a camera with him. Camera, put it together. Camera, Hollywood. Camera, Hollywood. You walk in with the camera following you, all the bitches going to be up on you. It's Hollywood, remember? Owen. Owen did almost the same thing. Limo. Now get this. Limo. Look like you're part of Hollywood. Rent VIP. That was what he did in the beginning part of his game. Now he does the homosexual fairy guy, but not really a fairy. I was watching one of his videos how he ran after a girl and was flaming and still approached her and it was more actually sexually aggressive. But he used that femme thing to disarm the females. Like, I can talk about anything I want. Knows how his voice. That's typical of I don't really want to say it, but a certain group of males on the planet typically have weak vocals. Move along, move along. You know what I'm talking about. You guys know who you are. Your vocals tend to be very weak, like you lack balls. Fizzle. Thanks, Supreme. I will definitely apply these 3 tools. All right, brother. A dose. Black males, especially nowadays, have been raised to be effeminate. I just came home from the gym. I did 15 minutes of cardio, and I did leg extensions because I was trying to repair a knee. And I'm driving up. Tall, young African Americans sagging. One of them had this poof, like it was flat, but it went out like this and up over his head, and it was painted purple. That purple red color that you see girls have. It was flat, and it went up over his head like a radar dish. It was thin, out like this, like a radar dish. The other Negro had the twisties with blonde tips on them. And I was driving by, and I looked. He saw me looking. I'm like, what the fuck? He walked by my truck as I pulled back my truck in. Didn't look. He knew I was still staring at him. My mouth was open. Like, is this what black people come to? I want to say, nigga, you ain't hard. You a bitch. Excuse my use of the N-word. Feminine and thirsty simp tricks. Eating a girl's booty is the new fad these days. Jovina.
Yeah.
You ever get someone eat your booty?
Can't say that I have.
Well, that's a new thing.
No, didn't know that.
Brothers are fudge licking.
I missed that era. Honestly.
I have had one chick eat my ass out and it didn't feel good.
Gross.
Then she came up trying to kiss me. Her face smelled like ass.
Hey, it was your ass.
Yeah, I know. I guess I wasn't that clean down there.
I guess not.
I'd expect somebody to go down and eat my ass, you know?
We'll start wiping better.
Hey. That was the first girl that I got after I separated from my wife. Roberta. She ate my ass. And when I dumped her, she said, God, I invest a lot into you. And I said, every time I think of that, I think of how she ate my ass. And I'm like, oh, whoa, wow.
An ass in your eye?
That was freaky. See, white girls, no offense, white girls are freaky. The black girls back then were prudes. Yeah, you brothers remember, black girls don't want to suck dick, but white girls, they'll suck dick. Like white guys that love to eat pussy, white girls, they typically suck dick. I think it's changed now. You guys let me know. Are the sisters now eating dick? Jawboning? They stay putting hoes on a pedestal like you said. Yep, they do. Weak, punk ass. Unfortunately, sorry black dudes, man. We got to get our game back. You also have the media indoctrination. Yes. Put it all together, and these fools don't have a clue about how to relate to a woman like a real man. But they swear they got swag. LOL. Yeah, it's pathetic, and Not really funny to me because I wasn't laughing at dude walking by, man. And that's probably top brother eat ass. Excuse me. That was a cough. I mean, that was a sneeze, not a cough. Tossing the salad.
Oh, God.
Did you know I was a salad tosser, baby?
I did not know that.
I toss salads on bitches. Alrighty now. Fizzle, how do you develop? Okay, that question I've already answered. All right, we've caught up. Fellas, we really got to get your game on point. I put a podcast show today. It was actually for my site, but I shared with you guys about half-stepping your game. This channel is for players. Like one brother came in and talked about, you ever care to you that some of the guys don't want to get a team? And it obviously didn't occur to him that he was the one in the wrong and I'm the one in the right because I teach playerhood. So either you want to be a player or you don't. Make up your choice. Don't struggle. That one fella, never mind, because then I'll point out who I'm talking about. And I don't want to start a YouTube war. Hate when black people fight on YouTube. So you fellas, have a good day. This has been another Player Supreme broadcast. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video.